So it is a Wednesday morning. Um, Headed back to work. I just wanted to come on here and thank everyone that showed up to my mom's funeral, or even people that just called and sent a text. There's numbers that I didn't even know. There were people texting me that I didn't even know they had my number or how they got my number. But I appreciate everyone that called and texted and just kept in check with me and my family. For it has been a rough time, and the rough times are not over. I do understand that. But I thank God that I'm truly what I call saved. Um, Through the hurt, through the turmoil, through the pain, uh, through the suffering. Um, Someone said, Mike, I can truly tell that you know God. Of course, you all know that my mom's funeral was on Monday, and so many people showed up. Um, she had touched many lives before me and previous to me. She had touched generations of people, and I thank God for my mother, who is now resting with God. Um, so much negativity came my way, but I still said it as well. Even to some of the haters who became some of my motivators, I still told them it as well. And as I started to say that, a guy stopped me and he said, "That's how I know that you're truly saved and you know God." My dad is doing okay, of course. He was back to his normal routine of taking care of rental property, him and my little brother. So I want to truly thank everyone that came out and that supported um, in this crazy time. Of course, my grieving is not over yet. As I eat fruit, come on here at 5 o'clock in the morning, but maybe 5:06, 5:04. But I truly want to thank you all for all that showed up. Um, whenever you whenever you bury a loved one or a mother, it's not easy. Um, One of the hardest things I had to do was go to the funeral home to make arrangements to view her body. That was hard for me, but I got through. I got through it because I know who God is, and if I can recommend you to anybody, I would recommend you to the Lord, because at the end of the day, God knows what's best, and He sees what's best, and we're made in His image, and I thank God for making me into His image. Not a perfect man by all means, but I'm striving more and more to do His will and His way. That we call this thing life, trying to do it right. You may stumble along the way, but thank God for His grace and mercy. But I want to come on here and just thank everyone that I know I did not get a chance to talk to. I do understand that. I do know that. So many people were there that seen me that I didn't even see them. I didn't know they were there. And that's normally how it is, because your mind is racing with 100,000 things going on at a funeral. So I just want to come on and I want to encourage someone that although you're going through what you're going through right now, I encourage you today. Make 3 people smile today, because I tell you why. Your hurt can become someone else's laughter. And I mean that in a good way. Because a lot of times your hurt makes everyone else, or not everyone else, but some people laugh and they get joy when they see you hurting. But I encourage you today, after burying my mother on Monday and having to walk away from her casket at the gravesite, I encourage you today to make 3 people laugh today. Now, for me, because I'm a comedian, it's not that hard. But I encourage you, no matter what you're going through, trust God. Trust Him and know that He'll work His thing out. I know that you all are wondering, is that a choir robe in the back or is that a pastor's robe? Well, excuse you me. That's not even a pastor's robe. That's a bishop's robe. Come on here. That robe was actually given to me from a pastor in Atlanta. He's actually a bishop now, so I thank God for him, and he handed it down to me. Amen. Speaking into my life. So I truly thank that pastor. But I want to encourage someone today that no matter what you're facing, whatever you're dealing with at 3 something in the morning, no, at 5 something in the morning, because I got to be at work at 6. Trust Jesus and know that He'll make a way out of nowhere. He'll turn your dark days into light days. And I just want to encourage someone. Although you might be going through what you're going through, know that God is with you and you do not walk alone. Jesus showed all throughout the Bible where he was with people. He had people's hand. You got to just trust Jesus and step out of the boat. Come on here. And I think it's a lot of problems today in 2019. We're scared to launch out into the deep. I encourage you to step out of the boat. As going back to work is difficult for me. Knowing that my mother's not here anymore. But I encourage someone to step out of the boat and know that God is with you. Although I may not have her in here present, but I have her in spirit and truth. And I thank God for His everlasting word that still remains in 2019. His word never changes. And I thank Him for being a just God, a forgiving God, and something about just knowing Jesus. Get to know Him right now, today. Just come. And so I thank everyone for the support, the love that you all have shown. I just thank God for knowing God. I thank God for allowing me to be His son, for giving me the mindset to want to be His son. And nothing can deter me, nor life nor death can separate me. Come on, y'all ain't talking to me. From the love. So I truly want to encourage someone on today that if you don't know Him, get to know Him, because He'll turn your life around. And my mom had a wonderful homegoing service. Short, sweet, and that's what we like. Come on here. Like fruit. It's short and sweet. Come on here. So God bless you all. God keep you all. I'm not going to hold you all long. Something about death and fruit. Oh, death is sweet, I know. Because when God is in it, can't nothing be bitter around it. It's like fruit. It's sweet, I know. So I told a man the other day. It was, matter of fact, it was Sunday. I said, I thank God for death. He said, what? He said, you mean tell me you thank God for your mother dying? I said, no. I said, I thank God for death. He said, what do you mean? I said, how other way would you see God if it were not for death? Because guess what? The grave can't hold you. Oh, death, where's thy sting? And when I get to heaven, I'm a sing and shout. I ain't going to be walking. Somebody said walk around heaven. That's a good one. I love that song. But oh, if He gave me 2 wings, come on here. I'm going to fly around that place. Because the only way to get to heaven and the only way to get to God is through death. And can't no man pass death. 2 things in life that you can't get rid of is taxes and death. Come on here. You got to pay your taxes, and you're going to have to die one day. Come on here. Then if you die, you ain't going to have to pay no more taxes. So I thank God for just death. Thank Him for giving us a promise that He'll leave us, never forsake us. But those that believe in Jesus Christ shall rise first. And I thank Him for His promise. But we have to live right. And I strive every day, come on here, to live right. Because without death, you can't see the Lord. Everybody wants to go, but nobody wants to go the way. So I thank God for having that way to get to see Him is through death. And I know that if everything turns out all right, I'll meet Him in the air. I'm not going to look for my mother. I'm not going to look for my father. I'm not going to look for my sisters nor my brothers. I'm going to look for Jesus, the man that saved my soul, the man that made me whole. So I thank you all for supporting me through this hard time. It has been hard. You all don't know how many sleepless nights I've had since Monday. Matter of fact, since her death, her passing. It's been rough. And it's going to continue to be rough at 2 and 3 in the morning. That's when I need a friend the most. But all I do is I call on Jesus. I get away, and a lot of people say it as a cliche, steal away or go to your secret closet. But I've come to find out that at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, that's when I'm up. That's when I'm shedding tears. That's when I'm crying. That's when I'm talking to God. And I say, Lord, whatever you're doing in this season, please don't do it without me. So I appreciate all the support, the love, the calls. Look, I'll be honest. Half the people at the funeral, I guess I know them. Half the people that called me or text me, I guess they knew me. And I thank God for good friends. Not all my friends showed up. Or the people that say they're friends, they didn't show up. But I thank the ones that did. Good God Almighty. I thank for the people that War Temple, they came out in number. Oh my God, War Temple, they just always, they're there. That's what I call true brothers and sisters in Christ. They are there. Uttering Town, oh, my praise team, and the other Uttering Town members, the church I play for currently right now, they showed out in number. They just showed out. My praise team, they showed out in numbers. So many other best friends, Cody Steele and other, musicians, they showed up, you know. I appreciate the calls every day, the texts. DeJuan Tucker, I appreciate him. God, there were so many people calling and texting I just really couldn't keep up with. But the thing that I love about God the most is He sends you somebody. Matter of fact, He just don't send you somebody, He sends you a lot of bodies. And He shows you who cares about you and who just really kind of on the fence about you, or really doesn't take the time to really think about you. So I thank God for the people that did show up, and it was on a Monday, so, you know, people still had to go to work. And I thank God for them not sacrificing their jobs, or even for the people that did. I appreciate you. I love you. God bless you. Again, I thank War Temple and Uttering Town for coming out in such big numbers. Man, what a joyous day it was. It was a special occasion. And truly, my heart will be saddened, but I know who God is. And if I live right, I'll see my mother again. But you know, when you get to heaven, you ain't going to know nobody anyway, so it's not going to matter. But all you have to do is focus on seeing Jesus Christ, the man that bled, suffered, and died for you. So truly, I thank Uttering Town Baptist, Pastor Michael Jackson, and all the members that came out in number. And I just wanted to encourage someone today that make 3 people laugh today. Because although my mother has passed and my dad is doing well, everybody's doing well because we know who God is. We didn't get up there doing all that shouting and bucking and crying and knocking over chairs. Because number 1, we're not going to pay for nothing. Number 2, that's just not in our character. Number 3, No, it is what it is. We just don't. We gotta keep order. Even in funerals, you have to keep order. So I thank God for the funeral home Fender. Truly done an amazing job. Amen. So I just want to encourage someone. Make 3 people laugh today, and I'm gonna finish off my fruit from yesterday. God bless.